Hey guys, today I'm going to do my everyday makeup tutorial. This is basically strictly how I prime my eyes, how I highlight my eyes, how I do my eyeshadow, and basically just stuff like that. And I'm using more brushes than I usually do because I want to experiment with using more brushes. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm really thirsty. I'm like really thirsty. Like, seriously. Okay, so I already did something, but then my video got cut off, but I'll show you what I did in a second. So that's my eye. I have hazel eyes, if you couldn't tell, I don't know. They look kind of light brown, I don't know. Whatever. I have hazel eyes, and I do believe my eyes are my best feature. I really love my eyes, like the pigments of them. Um, my eyes, like what complements hazel eyes is like purple, sort of like what complements brown eyes and green eyes. So anything that complements brown eyes and green eyes, put all those colors together, and you have what complements hazel eyes. So basically, I do like neutrals and purple. If you guys can see, I smoked it out with a little purple. So you guys will see how I did my eyeliner and everything. So first thing, which I actually did already, was conceal my eyes. I take a lot of care in priming my eyes. I use a base, a primer, and a concealer. So I just use a cheap concealer, which this one's a Wet n Wild one. I wouldn't use I'm left-handed, so I naturally go to this side. Because this side's my right side. I wouldn't use like a MAC concealer or anything for concealing my veins. I mean, like, it's a pretty good concealer. It's really thick, so I don't know. I don't know if that looks different. Sometimes if I don't feel like throwing on eyeshadow, I'll just put on concealer, and then my veins are gone, and it looks really nice. It sort of looks weird and unnatural on here, but normally I will take it and blend it out here. So sort of, you can see it blends in with my skin better. So it looks more natural when I do that, and I think it looks pretty. So then, time for the primer. Because I know the base I use creases like a female dog. Okay, looks like that. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. Get it a little more on the lid because I know that's where we basically put our primer mostly. My base, I normally put it on the lid. But I go up to the brown one because it's a shimmery highlight or shimmery thing. Okay, so I know this was in my products I regret buying. It's a duo eyeshadow cream, and I don't use the brown part, even though it looks like I do. It's so mushy and watery, like touch, like like ew, like no, that's way too pigmented. So I use that side because it's like lighter. It looks like that. It's not as pigmented, and it's not as like highly creamy. So oops. I did. I almost said the same thing in my 5-minute makeup challenge. I almost stuck my finger in the brown part. And, well, actually, I did stick my finger in the brown part in the 5-minute makeup challenge, but I almost just did it again. They don't teach me to look what I'm putting my hands into. Okay. Okay, so let's start off with eyeshadow. I don't know, some people let their primer sink in or not. I don't know. If you let your primer and base sink in, I don't know. I don't do that because I like it when it's like already like sticky because then the eyeshadows stick to it more. So I'm gonna take this fluffy brush. It's really big, like compared to the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's like really fluffy and like compared to my finger, it's really big. Okay. So it's like you could use this for blending or whatever, but I like to use it for my lid color just to sort of pack it on really nicely. Because my lid color, I like to use this for this particular lid color. If you guys know any skin tone shade, like my skin tone, I don't know. My skin tone's like that. It looks like that. I don't know. My skin tone's really light, but if you guys maybe a little darker than what you saw on camera, If you guys know a skin tone shade, I don't know, I could just use powder, but I like to actually have like use an eyeshadow. I don't know, I'm kind of weird like that. Because this one's dipping and it's kind of getting, I'm soon going to hit pan on it. So it's this first shade right here. You guys can see I have a really big dip in it. Oh yeah, my nail polish is chipped. There's a really big dip in it. It's just the skin tone shade. And this is like my favorite eyeshadow ever. So I pretty much, where did it go? Oh, I found it, yay, okay. I was looking for my mirror. So I take it and I just put it on the lid and a little into the crease. You guys can see that's a little bit more my skin tone right there. And then I take, okay, this is where it gets a little confusing. Where is it? Where is my shade? Okay, right here. Right there. Looks like that. It's not that pigmented. And then down here. Which, that one's pretty pigmented. It's actually pretty dark too. Right above that one. My swatches are really bad. Okay, so those two together, those two that I just showed you, it's like a light plum purple, like a lighter plummy purple, and then like a dark shimmery brownish purple. So I blend those two together and it creates a really pretty like plummy shade. And we're just gonna take the same brush and we're gonna flip it into our crease. And it's gonna look really bad, just like that. Okay, so I know it looks really bad, but we are gonna fix it because this is what I do. I take oh my god, that looks really bad. Looks like someone gave me a black eye. I take the skin tone shade and I use it as my, like, I don't know what people call this. I don't know, I've heard people call it transition shade and stuff. I take that and I put it right there where I really don't. And I sort of wipe it down. Then I take a fluffy crease brush. Oh no, that's not the fluffy crease brush. A fluffy like crease brush. It's not really, it's like an angled crease brush. And I take the lighter one, the lighter purple. And I take that and I okay. Then I like fluff it in there. Although this isn't very. So we just kind of look like that. Okay, so then for eyeliner, we're gonna take an angled liner brush, which is my favorite angled liner brush. I have no idea what brand it's from, but it looks like that. We're gonna take the last shade in this palette, this deep sparkly black, which that's not, I just touched it. Woo! That's pretty dark. It's not that dark when you swatch it, but I just sort of dip it in there, kinda. Ooh. Eyeliner on this side always gets messed up. I don't know, but I'll try. I don't know, I'm not that bad at it. Okay, good. And then I follow it into the inner corner. Okay. So then my eyes look like that. And then I put mascara, and you'll see, because you'll see this one, like, looks, this under eye looks different than this one, because you're like, oh, gross. I bet you that's what you're saying right now. But then I take my mascara, however you British people pronounce it. I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I love the way you guys talk. I really do. I always watch British videos. Like, I rarely ever watch, like, American videos. Well, not rarely, but, like, 75% of the time you will find me watching British videos. Especially, I don't know, I forgot her username. I'll put it in annotation or something. I love her. She does a whole bunch of elf hauls. So I just do mascara. Because you guys say mascara, and it just cracks me up. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make, like, fun of you. Trying not to sound like I'm making fun of you. Then I take that mascara. I used the mascara. It's actually not a mascara. It's a concealer. The one I used earlier, the Wet n Wild one. I just take... Ooh, yeah, that's the finger that I swatched the black on. That wouldn't look good. You guys can see it looks much different and better. Because any fallout from the eyeshadow, it just covered it up. And it took it away. Okay. This was my everyday makeup routine, or eye makeup routine. I'm probably going to do a face routine, and I don't know. I'll probably do a face routine or something. I don't know. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.